Hi, this is Fred Barstein with 401k TV on location in Boston, and we thought we would stop in and talk to Fidelity Investments and learn a little bit more about target date funds. So we wanted to talk about the evolution of plan design and how target date strategies are changing that. And we have Ruthann Pritchard, who is the Institutional Portfolio Manager. Welcome, Ruthann.
Thank you.
And, I wanted to start with talking about, the growth of the auto plan and all the different features, which are making a dramatic improvement on participant outcomes and retirement readiness. And a key feature of that is that default option, because when you automatically enroll someone, you got to have a place to put it. Can you talk about how target dates have really, those strategies are helping participants to get off on the right foot for retiring?
Absolutely. We would say that most participants don't feel equipped to make investment decisions. So either they don't have the background or the experience to make those decisions, or they do have the background and they do have the experience, but they choose not to. Investing for retirement is a multi-decade commitment, right? You've got rebalancing, selection, asset allocation over long periods of time, and that's often more than a participant is willing to commit to. So target date strategies take the burden off of the participant. They offer a single, professionally managed investment that gradually becomes more conservative over time. And it really provides an age-appropriate asset allocation for the participant from hire to retire and then throughout retirement.
And it's easy to assign because it's just based on their age.
Absolutely.
So Ruthann, what are the key elements of a successful target date strategy, especially focused on income replacement?
At Fidelity, we believe that a key driver of the outcomes for participants that are invested in a target date strategy is the glide path, or the long-term asset allocation of the strategy. So a successful target date strategy will then have a glide path that is well researched and has an objective that both the plan sponsors and the participants can understand. At Fidelity, we actually design our glide path with income replacement in mind. But to have a participant well positioned to meet that income replacement goal, it actually requires a three-way relationship among the plan sponsor, the participant, and the target date provider. So the plan sponsor's role is to design a plan that can actually put the participant on that path towards solid savings and then continue to educate and communicate to that participant over time. The participant actually has to get in the plan and save. So there is no investment strategy or glide path that will solve a retirement savings problem for a participant that didn't get in the plan and save meaningfully. And then lastly, the target date provider needs to successfully invest both the employer and the employee contributions with that income replacement in mind. So target date funds are really unique in the lineup of the defined contribution plan in that they really require that relationship to work together to be successful.
So, Ruthann, how should a plan sponsor go about picking the right target date strategy, since most of them only pick one suite? And how do the demographics and the behavior of the employees affect that selection?
That's actually a great question and very timely. In 2013, the DOL, the Department of Labor, issued tips to plan sponsors for the selection and monitoring of target date funds. And it really was meant to give them a framework on how to evaluate what for many is the largest and fastest growing option in their plan. So first they suggested that a plan sponsor should understand what it is the target date provider is trying to achieve with the funds. What is the objective? And then they suggested that the plan sponsor might want to look at their own demographics and see if the assumptions that are used in the glide path actually align somewhat with their own participant base. Now, every participant base is diverse. You have some participants who are auto-enrolled, some may not be. Some may have a defined benefit plan, others may not, and within any plan there could be multiple match formulas. But do the assumptions used in the glide path at least loosely align with the demographics of the plan? So evaluation of a target date fund is a lot more than just performing due diligence on the funds. It's also about making sure assumptions and objectives align with the plan sponsor's objectives and the participant demographics.
So Ruthann, tell us a little bit about Fidelity's strategies and why you picked this path.
Well, we're the largest record keeper in the country in terms of both assets under management and number of participants, and we actively communicate to participants that a good way to think about saving for retirement is to decide how much income you might need annually to maintain your standard of living, or have an income replacement goal. And a unique part of our strategy is that we use the actual behaviors of 12 million participants on our record-keeping system as a key input to the glide path. And some of these participants have been with us for very long periods of time. So we have good insight into how they have saved over their career and how they have behaved in times of market stress. And another key aspect to our strategy is our risk capacity framework, for which we actually have a patent pending. And it's essentially a quantitative framework that gives us a boundary to the amount of risk that a participant can absorb at any age before they might feel compelled to abandon the strategy and to go invest in a capital preservation fund in which they are highly unlikely to achieve an income replacement goal.
So how do you see this all evolving over time, because things do change?
I think these funds absolutely have to evolve over time, and that's a key aspect of our philosophy. So if you think about a 25-year-old today who has been auto-enrolled into the plan and has auto increase, by the time that participant is 40 years old, they are going to look vastly different than the typical 40-year-old that's on the glide path today. And this year, we actually celebrate 20 years of target date investing at Fidelity. So we're the largest record keeper. We believe we have the largest dedicated team in the industry, and we also have the resources of one of the largest global investment managers. So we are absolutely committed to evolving these funds and adapting them as needed over the decades to come.
Well, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching 401k TV.